Hello everyone, Alex here, and today I'll be showing you how to get the full cavity treatment achievement in Trials Fusion, which is to complete all 3 track challenges on any track. I'm going to be doing this on the Turbine Terror track, which is actually the first track in the game, and it probably has the easiest challenges, so it would be your best bet for this achievement. Now the first challenge is called Slick Flipping, which is to complete at least 10 flips whilst performing a zero-fault run. For this challenge, I highly recommend that you use the Pit Viper. It's the most agile of all the bikes. It's also the fastest, which means you'll be able to complete the challenge before the end of the track. So let's get started. Now, right here, you're going to want to do 1 flip, and then at the next jump, you're going to do a 2nd flip. Now, you can very easily count the number of flips you do because, as you'll see in a moment, I'm going to pause for a second. Heard 2 whooshing sounds. That's because every time you do a flip, it actually plays that sound. Now you'll notice on the past 2 ramps I've done 2 flips. It's not completely necessary, but you can see here I only do 1. I'm going to do 1 more right here, and in fact you can see why it's not necessary, because at this point I do 2 flips and I've now done all 10. You can play in more time to do more flips throughout here, but at this point, if you've already done all 10, you can simply complete the track. Remember, you have to do it without faulting, and there you go, you'll get your challenge. Moving on to challenge number 2, we have Nice and Calm, which is to stop all of the turbines by finding the hidden switch. Once again, on Turbine Terror, of course. I recommend you use the Pit Viper once again, simply because it is the fastest. There's no other particular reason other than speed. This challenge is all about speed. Now, as you'll see in a moment right here, it's a little hard to see, it goes by very quickly, but when you go down that ramp, you're going to want to be doing a wheelie the entire time. This is because you need as much speed as possible. I'll actually show that again real quick for you, see the turbines turn off, but now I'm going to break it down a little bit for you. So, as you go up this ramp, you're going to back up slightly, but then wheelie the entire way down. And as you get to the apex of the jump, you're going to obviously hit Y to bail out, hold Y to grab onto the hook, and once you're over the button, you're going to let go of Y, which will release your grip, and you'll turn off the turbines. So that was Nice and Calm. The final challenge is the most difficult. This is Unyielding 1. Perform a zero-fault run without leaning. That means that you can only use the 2 triggers, RT and LT, to brake and accelerate. Now, it's very important that you use the Roach for this challenge, because it has a lot less leaning, which is perfect because you don't want to lean for this challenge. So, use the Roach in this case, and as I said, the Pit Viper for the other 2. Now, it's rather hard to see what I'm doing here, but you can kind of get an idea of how I'm moving around here. You want to take your time, but you can't go too slowly. For this example on this jump, you have to floor it for sure. Now, at this point, you see I start to point a little too high up, but if you hit RT and LT a couple of times, that will actually turn you clockwise. So if you're starting to turn too far clockwise, you're going to have to restart, but if you're turning too far counterclockwise, you can very easily hit RT and LT, and that will allow you to start turning clockwise. For example, right there, you saw I was starting to turn back, but then I started moving forwards again. Now this part, you're going to very briefly stop moving. Well, actually just slow down. You don't want to stop moving, that'll cause you to fall off the bike. But there you go, 600 experience for Unyielding 1. Now at this point you will get the achievement pop-up, which I don't have recorded, but I did wind up taking a screen capture of the achievement itself, which I'll show you in just a moment. That's right here. There you go, the full cavity treatment, 40 gamer score. Complete all 3 track challenges on any track. Now I do want to give a quick shout out here to Achievement Hunter, the people over at Rooster Teeth, because their guides actually helped me quite a bit in showing how to complete these challenges. And I would not have been able to do all of them without their assistance, so definitely a big shout out to them. Just to keep in mind, these are the easiest challenges that I was able to find. You might be able to get this achievement in an easier way. However, just to keep in mind, it'll take approximately an hour to complete these 3 challenges if you have the same skill level that I do, which is almost none. So, yeah, thank you guys for watching, and, yep, hope you get your achievement.